All right, guys, welcome back. We do have a very interesting one for you today on the Knives Fast channel. So welcome back. This beast is in titanium and has all a style that's all its own. This is the Kubey Sylow, designed by James Lowe and with enough jimping for 10 other knives. You got a frag pattern here and a big beast of a cleaver or Wharncliffe blade, whatever you want to call it. It is a Kubey knife designed by James Lowe. It is in 14C28N, and there's James's James logo. You have a sharpening tool here that's plenty good for clearing off that edge. And guys, this thing is just a titanium beast. Now, this is available on Kubey's website in 4 different versions, the same 4 that my design. The Supercell is in the black titanium with the bronze and the black blade, the silver titanium with the blue hardware and the stonewash blade, this gray out version, and then the blue version with the stonewash blade. And they're all on Kubey's website for $156. And you can use my code KC20LT, and that one will give you 20% off. Now, they were at White Mountain Knives, but they appear to be sold out at this point in time. And, you know, same thing kind of goes for the Supercell. There is one version, I think, the black version of the Supercell is available at White Mountain. But, yeah, you can definitely get them at KubeyKnife.com for that 20% off, KC20LT. And I will leave that link and code in the description. Now, gorgeous looking, crazy looking blade. One of the comments I've gotten from a lot of people is they don't really like the very thin handle and the very tall blade. You know, it's kind of up to you. I get that. It is kind of a very cool frag. It's at an angle. It's bigger boxes, if you ask me, and it's kind of smoothed out with the contouring of the knife. You do have jimping on the back spacer, open construction with plenty of weight reduction milling. It is a front flipper and a hole. It has this crazy thumb ramp and a crazy harpoon here. The blade is centered and comes all the way out there. By the way, when we QC'd the microjets and all of the supercells I've seen, Kubey is just nailing centering. It is not an issue with them. Every time it is dead center. Now, the detent is actually pretty good, but you can shake this guy out. You can see a couple of tugs and it's not going, but a good push. Yeah, I was on the lock bar there, that's why. But it definitely could use a little stronger detent. We'll show you that more here in a minute. Is a frame lock with your milling out here, your relief, and then you have a lock bar insert and over travel stop here. It is a single-sided pivot with the Kubey K here, and really cool overall. Now, let's start by trying the front flipper. Now, the jimping is very aggressive, and you can see even the worst front flipper in the world, me, can do this very easily. And it actually feels like the detent is kind of tuned for the front flipper, okay? And when I say that, it's because it's a little sluggish for me on the hole. You can see that, how it's just kind of like flopping out there. I did fail it a couple yeah, you can see it's just really slow coming out because it just needs a little stronger detent, and they probably didn't want to make it stronger because of the front flipper. It's really hard to get two methods right. Now, guys, I gotta tell you, ergonomically, this is great. You have a choil here for your finger, and you have your other 3 fingers hitting right here, and it's perfect. I fall right between that and there, and you have a guard here. You can either come right here, and that thumb ramp, that's my preferred grip. Now, let's just, while we got it here, let's just cut with it. Now, we will talk a little bit about this edge, but guys, I don't know that I have a lot to say because of how this is cutting. But, you know, I'm just going to point something out, but man, it sure cuts very nicely for the thickness of this blade. We'll talk about it in a minute. You can't really choke up. You can kind of, you know, hug this the guard a little bit like that. And that, see, that's what I was saying. When I'm back here, this feels like a major stretch for me out to this harpoon. But if you kind of hug that guy, it feels way better to be out here. But I definitely prefer the backed up grip on this one. Clip, you do feel the clip a little bit. It is a titanium clip, great clip. Good in and out of the pocket, good retention. You do have about that much sticking out, and it is not reversible, nor is there a lanyard pin. I know some of you don't like that. Now, thumb-wise for opening, it pops out of there just fine. It's just the middle finger. Now, wow, I just experienced something I hadn't yet. On the thumb, I kind of choke up a little bit to get my thumb in there, and I just kind of got a little pinched right there. That was interesting. Let's see, is it red? Nah, not really. But just stay back, okay? Now, access to the lock bar is decent. Not bad. It could be a little bit more for me. You do have to dig down just a little. Now, this is interesting. Now, we are totally unlocked, but it is not falling. So I got to do that. I'm not sure what keeps that in. It doesn't feel like anything. It's just nice and settled in there. I got to kind of do this, and then it'll fall down. I'm not sure what that's all about. Let's go back. No, see? And then a little tug, and it goes down. Now, you can see it's very smooth. There, see, that's that little sluggishness I was talking about. And again, I may be putting a little pressure on the lock bar, but I doubt it. Nice thick handle. I'm probably not. Let's just see. No, I'm really not. So very cool. Now, lockup is about 30, and it is locked up like a beast. There is no lock rock, no blade play, nothing like that. Now, when we put our friend, the Ontario Rat 1 out here, you can see it's quite smaller, dwarfs it pretty good. By the way, this guy kind of reminds me of the Artisan Proponent a little bit. Not a copy, just kind of has that same vibe of overbuilt beast, if you will. And then it's about the same length as the Rat 1, which is a size I enjoy very, very, very much. All right, let's talk through the friendly neighborhood specs here, and then we will wrap this one up. All right, this is the Kubey Sylow, S-Y-L-O-W, the KU260, designed by James Lowe, made by Kubey in China. It is gray in this case, and you have an overall length of 7.91 inches, a blade length of 3.46 inches, a handle length of 4.45 inches, handle thickness of 0.51. But again, feels perfect in the hand. Nice chamfers, very nice grip. I mean, I love the ergos on this one very much. It is a little chunkier, but it works well for me. 14C, 28N, vacuum and cryogenic heat treat to 6062. Where was I? Blade, blade thickness. Wow. They have it at 1.57. No, I think it's supposed to be 0.157. They just got their decimal wrong. But it is thicker stock. Now, that's where I was going to talk. Let's get the rest of this done. It is in 6AL4V titanium. It is 4.77 ounces, and it is running on caged ceramic ball bearings. Now, what I was going to talk about is, again, 0.157 stock thickness, so it's thicker, and our edge doesn't go way up. Now, it is a flat grind, and you can see if we turn it this way, it's pretty wedgy. It is not super thin in any way, but you could see moments ago with all this cardboard that it cuts very, very nicely. I don't really have a problem. You do have a very nice utility tip, by the way, and maybe this is what James intended. If you're doing utility with that pinch grip, that is wonderful. So that's probably what he intended with that, and I meant to say that earlier, but very cool indeed. Interesting knife. Would love to hear what you guys think of this one. Let me know down below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Stick around on the channel, guys. We have a lot of fun. Thanks to Kubey for sending this one out. Thanks to you guys for watching, and please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching the Nice Fast channel.